you the way that I do. There's nothing I can do about it. Loving may be all you can give, but honey, I can't live without it. Oh, how I'd cry. Oh, how I'd sigh if you got tired and said goodbye, more than I'd show, more than you'll know, more than you'll ever know.
Oh, you mean letter A? Oh, yeah. No, I thought he just wanted me to play some piano. Yep, so we should start.
Okay, very exciting. Got it?
Yes.
That's the ending.
Yes.
No, it's just as written. We're good. Sure, we'll just go ahead and start, Ben. Here we go. So, just balance, straight 8 notes. 1, 2,
She made a bamboo.
3, 4. think somebody's gonna do some introductions.
Good morning. Wow. We have a, whoop, whoop, whoop. You got that, Gary? You'll notice that we've got, and bring my microphone down to just a touch. We've got quite an event here today. And I wanted to tell you a little story because when Temple asked me to step up, I said, one of the first things I'm going to do is invite Daniel Nemad to our community. And here he is. And oh, it's going to be magical. But I'm honored to be the platform host this morning. And Daniel will be sharing a very wonderful message and a lot of wonderful music. And I wanted to acknowledge the band, John Douglas, Randy Tico, and Renee Martinez. I'm glad you came in from the rain, and I'm glad you're here. And we are going to really ground Unity of Santa Barbara in a way that has been coming together for quite some time. And what we do, we remember that Unity of Santa Barbara is a place of peace. And we light this peace candle every Sunday to affirm and recognize that peace here, that peace in the community, that peace in the world. So as I mentioned, Daniel will be speaking today. His message is a new kind of New Year's resolution. So it's new. This is new beginnings. This is a new beginnings month. This is a new beginnings time for Unity of Santa Barbara. And as we continue, we remember, and I ask you to join me in the affirmation. Could you bring that up, Ben? Thank you. Yes, there is only one power, one active in the universe and in my life. God the good, omnipotent. Let's try that again. There is only one presence, one power, one acting in the universe and in my life. God the good, omnipotent. And now Daniel will bring us in with a congregational song. My soul is welcome here.
Hello. Happy Sunday. I think you're pretty sure it's Sunday. It's New Year's week. I'm very clear on all these things. All right, nice to be here, and let's sing a song together. It's pretty simple. Have you guys heard the song before? Yes. Okay, never mind. Here we go. Find the right key. At the right time, I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Sing it again. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Oh, yeah. All right. Right time. I am just what I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just what I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. One more time. Whoa, my soul is welcome here. Whoa, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here.
Yo! And while you're standing, meet and greet. Give your neighbors a little love. All right. Let's bring it back together. The sun is shining bright, even with the rain. And now this brings us to our daily word. Ben? Daily word? There we go. Just a little word, and I'll ask for prayers. Jim Cutzinger is in Cottage right now. So that's why we're scrambling a little bit. We don't have our wayward soldier at the helm back there in the video, so bear with us. But send his prayers, and we'll check in with him today. He's doing okay, so. The daily word is prosperity. I rise above material concerns, and I claim my prosperity. Yes, no matter of the shifting fortunes of the world and of my life, I can still live prosperously. When I feel troubled by my circumstances, I have the power to shift my consciousness and align with the spiritual truth, the truth that I am here to the world's, and I am the bounty of the world's abundance fills me with gratitude. God is limitless and there is no lack in God. As Jesus taught in the 12th chapter of Luke, it is your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom. Yeah, woohoo! I meditate on this scripture until I begin to feel the divine idea of prosperity. The divine idea of prosperity has taken root in my consciousness. I am responsible steward. I am a responsible steward of my material resources, and I place my trust in God and rely upon spiritual prosperity. I affirm I am prosperous. And if you'll share that with me, please. I am prosperous, but the meek shall inherit the earth and land and delight themselves in abundant prosperity, which was from Psalm 37:11. And now we're going to welcome all our guests here and online. And is there anyone here for the first time? Well, thank you, thank you. Now, Clifton's coming to you with a welcome packet, and Amanda is there as well. And they'd be happy, both Clifton and Amanda, to guide you to the welcome table and share anything that you want to know, care to know, have to know, and ask any questions. And if you're online, you can also receive a free gift at unitysb.org/free gift, and we will be in touch and we will bless you. Now, where are we? Yes, we're at Oak Cottage. Look, Catrice is a dear person she's a caregiver there, and she has us tuned in every Sunday. That's why she's not here. You've seen her before in various activities around here. Matter of fact, she was an angel in All Holy Night a year ago. Now, it's we've welcomed a new guest, and we are moving right along to our next community affirmation. Join me, please. This place is a sanctuary of peace, where hearts are open and souls are set free. We grow in love, rooted in purpose, and uplifted by spirit. Bless the unity of Santa Barbara today, tomorrow, and always, in all ways. Namaste. And we do believe in the power of prayer. And are there prayer chaplains present today, if you'll stand? And I see there's a few here that don't have their shawls on, but they're available too, and they'll be right up front after service, and they will pray with you in confidence. And if you would be more comfortable, there is a prayer request box in the alcove. Fill that card in, and we will pray with you for 30 days. And once we have prayed with you and for you, we will send those requests to you, Silent Unity. Now, there is also our Shirley Campbell Chapel, and it's a wonderful place to just breathe. So if you are in the area and you need to take a break, just pop in and meditate, say a prayer, and find some quiet space. And now Daniel will lead us in our meditation song, Get Ready, My Soul. Take it away, Daniel.
Thank you, sir. And may I just say, it isn't a word, but prosperitus should be a word. I would rather be prosperitus than prosperous, personally. I think that's cool. I'm just saying. If it isn't a superhero name yet, it should be. I wrote this song in Yellowstone National Park. I was in a cabin, and the night before, a herd of buffalo had come through the sea of cabins, and one of them had scratched himself or herself on the side of my cabin and shook the whole thing. You could hear grunting, and it was like, scratching itself on the back of my cabin. And if you've never seen a buffalo, they are bigger than your car. So you don't pet them, and they're not cute. You just let them scratch on your cabin. But if you've also ever felt the awe of looking at something in nature, a buffalo, a sunrise, a butterfly. I mean, a blood cell through a microscope is amazing. There is a lot to be amazed by, and that is the feeling within which I wrote this song. I was ready to go just a little bit deeper and be a little bit more and feel a little bit more, open up a little bit more. So you're invited to sing with me or not, but either way, I just invite you to feel some awe. Whatever it is that strikes that feeling in you. Here we go. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. Everything I've ever done, everything I've ever seen, everything I've lost or won, everything I've ever dreamed has brought me here. to the present moment here, to a new beginning here, and I'm seeing life so clearly now. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving into the deepest kind of love, to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. Get ready, my soul.
I have a story to tell you this morning that has everything to do about each of you and this sacred space. The day before Christmas, my beloved dog Mika decided to leave this earthly plane, suddenly, unexpectedly. This story isn't about me and my Mika. This story is about all of you. Because the next Sunday, 4 days after Mika left, I was debating about whether to come here or not. And I felt pulled, I felt called to be here. And I thought, I don't have to cry anymore. I'm good. I know Mika's in a good place. I know it's all in divine order. And I came to Unity. And when I walked onto the campus, I felt that deeper love that Daniel, there he is, has been singing about this morning. And at first I sat out in the breezeway on a bench, and I felt that deeper love holding me, holding my heart that was broken. And then I walked in because one of the ushers made me come in and take a seat. And when I came into the sanctuary, the love was even deeper, was palpable here. And I felt so held. So I want to thank all of you, because the energy that is in this sanctuary is because each of you bring it. You bring your love, you bring your light, you bring your peace, you bring your joy. And we know there's been all sorts of ups and downs and chaos over the years, but the love is so deep here. It is so held here, and it's because of all of you. So I want to thank you. And there were lots of tears that day, but I want to thank each of you. So let's dive in deeper, because our souls are welcome here. Let's dive in and make this the best, most amazing year ever. So hold on to that. Thank you, each of you. And Mika thanks you for holding me. So as we go deeper into this meditation, let's hold each other always in that deeper love. Let's dive in and hold that deeper love in our hearts and our souls forevermore.
Here I go, deeper, deeper, deeper than I've ever been before. Here I go, closer, closer, closer to my sacred source. Here I go, deeper, deeper, deeper than I've ever been before. Here I go, closer, closer, closer to my sacred source. Here I go, deeper, deeper, deeper than I've ever been before. Here I go, closer, closer, closer to my sacred source. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. Get ready, my soul. There's one power, invisible, and just see it everywhere and every day. One power, indescribable, and just speak of it with every word you say. Mysterious until you know the truth. As simple as the love inside of you. Call it God, call it Spirit, call it Jesus, call it Lord, call it Buddha, Baha'u'llah, angel's wings, or heaven's door. But whatever name you give it, it's all one power, can't you see? It's the power of the love in you and me. We speak so many languages, different clothing, different colors, different names. But different is only dangerous when we forget that in the heart we're all the same. We'll remember once we close our eyes to see that such distances were never meant to be. Call it God, call it Spirit or Jesus or Lord, call it Buddha, Baha'u'llah, Hashem or heaven's door. It's Muhammad, it's your mind, it's your soul or it's your sign. It's the universe, it's music, Mother Earth or Father Time. But whatever name you give it, it's all one power, can't you see? Whatever name you give it, it's the very air we breathe. It's the power of the love in you and me. One power, yeah. One power is what we are. One power. Ooh. It's the moment of creation. It's an everlasting peace. It's the freedom of forgiveness. It's the sweetness of release. It's the joy of inspiration. It's the sunshine on your face. It's the birthright of all nations. It's the boundlessness of space. It's the beauty of a baby, the serenity of sleep. It's the anger we abandon, for it's love that's most deep. It's one power. What we are is one. It's the power of the love that lives forever in you and me. It's the power of the love in you and me. Never once phoned that song in. I wrote it in about 2000 actually. I wrote it in 2000. And I am a child of Holocaust survivors, barely Holocaust survivors. And it took me a long time, even after writing it. That song is how I always felt. I'm Jewish, and I grew up in a pretty religious home and in a pretty religious grammar school until 8th grade. And I was never quite on the team, I have to say. I'm sure I'm the only weirdo, hippie, or rebel in this room. But that was me, or heretic, depending on who you ask in the family. But for me, I was always more interested in whether somebody was nice than whether they were religious, in any religion, to be honest. And so the song came a long time after I felt that way, but it was a real gift to put it into a few minutes of music. You know, for me, it was a real gift. It captured how I'd always felt and how I see the world's faiths and the world's apparent separations and divisions. And when I sing, it took me a long time. I've performed that song thousands of times, and for a long time, this is going to sound really weird. Okay, there's a point. You have to bear with me. If your mind works like my wife's mind, I'm about to drive you nuts. Okay, because this is not going to be linear thinking. I will free associate, and I'm sorry in advance. But when I performed it for a long time without doing a couple of musical things that I wanted to do, but I didn't feel like it was right to do them because it would appear that I was doing them to show off. And that song, really honestly, none of my music is really ever intended to impress anybody. It's actually all about the feeling. That's the truth. I'm saying it out loud. It sounds like I'm trying to impress you with saying it, but I'm not. I'm actually just talking. So like that, like there's a note there that I hold for a very long time, right at the end, and I do that very intentionally. And it took me a long time before I felt clear enough doing that. This is inside of the head of somebody who sings for a living, okay, in case it's interesting to you. So there are a lot of reasons to hold a note like that. We just came through the Christmas season, and how many times did we hear Mariah Carey sing, you know, I don't want a lot for Christmas? How many times? I mean, a million times. Everywhere you go. And Mariah Carey, absolutely a genius, not good, not great, not exceptional, an actual singing genius, but not, and so there's 0% criticism implied here, but not my style of singing, because Mariah Carey never met a note she didn't feel like adding more notes to. It's just her style. She loves notes. And for me, I'm more interested, to be honest, in the feeling and the word than the note. So I wanted to hold that note. What we are is one. I wanted to hold that note, but I didn't want it to look how long Danny can hold his breath, you know, or how high he can sing. I didn't want any of that. That to me is a distraction from the feeling. And it took me years until I could do it with, you know, I don't know how to call it, a clear conscience, that it wasn't showing off. That because what I actually intend, and here is the grandest, most pretentious thing you'll ever hear me say about my own music, is I mean that song at my core. And even I say, I lead with, I'm a child of Holocaust survivors, but I didn't make the connection for years and years after writing that song, and many other songs like it that I've written. The work that I was trying to do with my music was to try to reduce the chances of something like the Holocaust happening again. To just try to lower the temperature a little. Or I once accidentally blurted out, but it kind of made sense to me, is to try to make the walls invisible for a few minutes at a time. To just try to find some common ground with that song. So I actually sing that note to like ring a bell, if that makes sense. And when I realized that that's really what I'm trying to do, and not trying to show you how long I can hold a note. You might not have been impressed, by the way. I'm not assuming you were. No, I'm not assuming you were. I'm just saying singers sometimes say, "Wow, that's long," you know, and I know it is it's a long note to hold. And I could have held it longer, to be honest. I could have. I've been doing this a long time. I am falling apart in multiple ways, but my diaphragm is solid as a rock, you know. I could have held that a long time. And could have sung higher. But for me, I want that note in my mind. I'm actually feeling it when I'm singing, and in my mind, I want that note to ring like a bell around the world. And that is as pretentious as I'll ever get about it. And here's why I tell you all that, is because I call this talk, well, that I can do, or a new kind of New Year's resolution. So, and the connection here is that unfortunately for me, and every other singer-songwriter, and there have been many, who have picked up a guitar or sat at a piano and intended to make the world a better place with a song, unfortunately, John Lennon and Paul McCartney already did, and so did Pete Seeger with We Shall Overcome, and it's already been done. Bob Dylan did it with Blowin' in the Wind, and many, many more. It's already been done. And not to sound overly cynical, but it kind of didn't work. Like it works for a few minutes at a time. So I have to sing One Power with the intention of Danny, of Daniel Nechmad in Hebrew, of child of Rivka and Getzel, who barely survived, who lost everyone and everything in Poland. I have to sing in their memory and as their legacy, and I am attempting to make the world a little bit more peaceful and a little more connected, and I am in the shadow or on the shoulders of Imagine, the song Imagine, and What a Wonderful World. So how exactly is it going to work for me to make a New Year's resolution to write a song that changes the world when Imagine and What a Wonderful World have already been written? I kind of feel like I'm setting myself up for frustration. If I resolve, there's a distinction I'm going to make here. If I resolve to make the world a better place with a song, then I am setting myself up to feel inadequate and discouraged. However, if I resolve to do what I can, to mean it when I sing it, to hold the note with the proper intention in my mind anyway, then that I can do. I can do the best I can every single time I sing it. And when I say I said, just kind of casually said, I never phoned it in, never phoned it in. Truly, I've never phoned it in. Never, not once. I never phone that song in, by the way, even if I'm exhausted, even if I really ought to. And by the way, I also don't sing it casually. Like if somebody requests that I sing it and I don't feel it, I don't sing it. That probably harkens back, and maybe whatever religion if you grew up in a traditional religion, you grow up with some kind of consciousness that you don't say the prayers without thinking about them or without meaning them. The Hebrew word is kavanah. You say them with intensity, with concentration, with intention, or you don't say them. I always thought it was rude to pray if you didn't mean it. I mean, I figure if anybody can tell I'm full of it, God can, So I probably shouldn't move my lips and pretend, You know what I mean? Like the people next to me in the pew can't tell, but the audience can tell, So what do I resolve to do with a song? I have to dial it back to something I can actually do, or all I'm doing is setting myself up literally for a lifetime of, I don't know what word you use, disappointment or an unachievable, a letdown. I just watched this incredible 5-part, I think it's maybe 6-part documentary about Taylor Swift's tour. Maybe a few of you have seen it. Absolutely dazzling. What an amazing human being and what an amazing achievement. A tour that visited, 20-something countries, 150 shows. They performed for, if I remember correctly, 10 million people over a span of about 2 years. Never mind that it was by far the most profitable and revenue-generating musical kind of anything ever. $2 billion just in ticket sales, plus every hotel that filled and every restaurant that sold a meal and every train that sold a seat and every plane that sold a seat and every taxi and Uber that gave a ride and on and on and on, every T-shirt manufacturer, and I mean the residual effect, not to mention the positivity generated in the room. Well, and there was a lot. She does amazing things. Well, unfortunately for me, I get to watch that. It's not exactly a shot of confidence in the arm to watch a brilliant, powerful, brilliant woman on multiple levels sing for 80,000 people at a time, not just bring down the house, not just write songs that make millions of dollars and so on billions of streams, but actually do the thing that I want to do. Actually, she is in there changing lives. I mean, it is spectacular. If you take a few minutes to look closer at how she handles herself and how she treats the people in her orbit, how she treats the dancers in this film said, this is the first tour I've ever been on where the audience has learned our names as dancers because she honors us that much. For example, when the tour finished, she gave out, this is true, over $150 million in bonuses to every single person involved in the tour. Truck drivers, office assistants, everyone got a check, usually 6-figure check, out of nowhere, hand-signed from her with a note thanking them for helping the tour be the most successful thing that had ever been done in the music world. $150 million given away out of her pocket. Life-changing money, right? So when you hear that, do you think good for you, or do you think, oh man, I write a check for $100 to the Red Cross. I donate a pint of blood. I give $5 away. I try to leave a couple extra dollars as a tip at the restaurant. We have on multiple levels and for multiple reasons way too much information. But one of the ways that we definitely have too much information is we know way too much about how big charity can get. A musician has way too much information about how good a song can sound. And watching the saddest moment, sorry, again, inside my own head, the saddest moment for me is watching, it's not the saddest, but is watching Taylor Swift work in Sweden with Max Martin, who is also a genius record producer who has made, I'm going to blow some of your mind if you haven't heard of such a person, who has more #1 songs than the Beatles, who has made the sound that the world listens to. And he's done it, by the way, he completely eschews, is actually the right word, even though I don't even know that's how it's said. He eschews all interviews and photos. He does not want attention. He loves to write songs. And artists come from all over the world to sit in his room and write a song, and it comes out of that room and it is a hit. And he does it over and over and over again with humility and kindness. And watching Taylor Swift work with Max Martin, all I could think was, I want to be in that room so badly. Just give me an hour. What an opportunity, what an experience, So I have too much information about how good it can feel, about how good it can get, about how good it can sound, about how much good it can do. So what do I resolve to do? How high do I set the bar for myself? This sounds like it's all about a musician's story, but it's not at all, right? What area in your life do you have too much information about how fit you could get? About how fancy your car could be, about how expensive your furniture could be, about how high up in the company you could climb, about how much stock you could own, how much money you could have in your retirement fund, about how many friends you could have, about how loud people could laugh at your jokes, about how much hair you could have on your head. Everywhere you look, you see a bar higher than your own, right? Everywhere. For kind of everything, I'm sorry. Unless you're Elon Musk looking at a bank balance, there's nobody, everybody has a boss and everybody has an aspiration, has something above them. The question is, what do you do with an aspiration? Do you start a new year setting a bar? It's a quote I quote all the time. I just love this joke from one of my favorite comedians. I love stand-up comic, Jim Gaffigan. He said every January 1st, he resolves that he's going to go to the gym every day. And then on January 2nd, he wakes up and says, well, not every day. So for me, a new kind of resolution has a different feeling to it. To me, a new kind of resolution has some peace of mind installed, has some reasonableness, some compassion installed, some space for being human and being fallible and being less than Taylor Swift and Max Martin in a room. Less heroic than Mother Teresa or Gandhi. Less brave than John Lewis. Less, you name the person, right? Because the aspiration's fine, and these people are role models in powerful and important ways. But am I going to do my best work if I'm constantly comparing it to the best it could possibly be? Or am I better served by looking at exactly what I've done? If my business has 6 employees, do I compare it to Microsoft or do I compare it to my business last year when it had 5? Which one lifts me up? Which one, and how does a lifted up me do? In other words, is the world better off with me feeling like I'm not there yet, ever? Or does the world actually benefit from me feeling good in the morning, about doing the best I can with what I've got, with where I've come from, with who I am, and with the people around me? Am I of maximum service for me today? Or is there some much higher bar? Do you run to set a record? Do you run against, there's a hilarious Instagram video of a mom's race, like a PTA mom's race at some school event, and one of the moms was an Olympic runner. I don't know if you've seen this. It is hilarious because, and everybody knows what's about to happen, it looks like. There's no surprise, but when they shoot the, starting gun, 7 or 8 of the moms start running away, and one of them takes off and is like 3 times faster than the rest of them. It is hilarious. Well, are you going to laugh in that situation, or are you going to say, I better train harder? I mean, which one lets you sleep better at night? Which one lets you hug your kid or your spouse or your parent with more love and with more presence? Which approach? The resolution is never resolved, or I did the best I could today. I did all right. Or I sometimes like to say, you don't lose 50 pounds. You lose a couple ounces by cutting your dessert in half. And then you make the same decision the next day. Bill Gates never resolved to make one of the 3 or 4 or 5 richest companies in the world. He resolved to steal software from Apple. No, I'm kidding. That was a joke. Bill Gates resolved, what do? You resolve to write the best code you can that day and see if you can find a customer. The woman who started Sprinkles, the Sprinkles company just disappeared, the cupcake company, and I confess that I am made partly of those cupcakes. But she didn't resolve to build an empire of cupcakes. She resolved to bake a better cupcake because it was fun for her. It was wonderful. There's something called La Brea Bakery. Some of you have heard, probably seen in stores. La Brea Bakery is a woman who just wanted to bake great bread. And in fact, she sold the La Brea Bread Company. It was picked up by some big food distributor, which is why you see it in like Albertsons and things. But La Brea, she sold it when it was bought. She quit when she sold it because she said, I didn't want to be in the business of baking 40,000 loaves of bread a day. I wanted to be in the business of having my hands on bread. So where is your joy and where is your actual service to be? Is it in an ever climbing, ever unsatisfied mental spot where the resolution is never achieved? Or could a new kind of New Year's resolution be today to do the best you can? And if it sounds like a cop-out or like a low bar, yeah, to me too. I mentioned I'm a survivor of Holocaust. I'm a grandson of Holocaust survivors, but I'm the child of 2 essentially first-generation Americans. My mom was born a refugee. I was not raised to write songs. No, I was meant to be a lawyer. Both of them became lawyers. We were not meant to go with the flow and do the best we could. We were meant to have our ducks in a row, to stop completely at stop signs, to pay our taxes to the penny, to be, thoroughly rigorous professional people. I am a disappointment on so many levels. I can't even begin to tell you. They're proud of me, but none of that. It was like strike 1, strike 2, strike 3. Yeah, no. Anyway, so this is just something to think about at the new year. Right? You read the news, the bar is set very high. Your bar is set very high. You want to make the world a peaceful place? Good luck with that. Nobody can. No one person, no body for sure. No United Nations can't. Can't stop these invasions, can't stop the bombings, can't stop any of it. Can't stop the hunger, can't stop the homelessness. What can you do, though? You can help your own community. You can bring some cans of food to a food bank. That's it. 3 cans of corn. If that's the best you can do today, congratulations, you did it. For real. You didn't solve hunger, but neither did anybody else. But you helped a person. The story about, throwing starfish back in the ocean, and it's like, what's the point of doing this? This doesn't matter. There's so many starfish stranded on the beach, and somebody says, well, it mattered to that one. So a new kind of New Year's resolution. Take a breath. Go a little easier on yourself. News around the world is not your to-do list. the best in the world are not your they don't need to be your aspirations. The best you can be, that seems noble to me. I'm never going to make the world a peaceful place singing one power and holding that note. But I can mean it, and it does. I think, honestly, it sounds a little weird. I think it might make me a little nicer person. Because I'm thinking, when I'm feeling that song, when I'm singing it, I'm thinking about what's going on in the world. So when I drive away, I am probably just a tiny bit softened by it, to be honest. I'm generally a nice person, but I bet it helps. So there you go. Mission accomplished. I made myself nicer. And how do you make the world a nicer place, by the way? By being nicer. There's no real other way. So that is really my entire thought for today. I'm going to go to the piano and play you one more song. We'll have an offering, and maybe we'll squeeze in one more. I'm sorry to go a little long today. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Okay.
Thank you, Daniel. And yes, we're at a prosperitous moment.
Prosperitus.
Yes,
Yes.
it's that time. And we will be aware of the consciousness that and acknowledge that we do truly dwell in a prosperity consciousness. Knowing that, as Charles Fillmore, the father of unity, taught, we shall serve for the joy of serving. Prosperity shall flow to us and through us in unending streams of plenty. We affirm this flow with our tithes and offerings, and we give freely of our time, talent, and treasure as we know that we are Unity of Santa Barbara. And you know there are many ways to give, and you can go on the website. There's Givelify, there's PayPal, they've got a lot of ways done. And but you can also tithe right here and now, and that's what we're going to do. The ushers will come forward as Daniel shares the song.
All right, one more. Oh, thank you, sir. One more song, and thank you for having me. Thank you for all the work you did bring me. And what time is the concert scheduled for?
Noon. No, 12:30.
12:30. 12:30. I'm going to sing some more songs. Like about, figure an hour and a half, no intermission, just a bunch of songs, a few stories. I'm going to try to do a song or two from the musical I've been working on for several years. It's almost ready to be recorded and cast, and so I've got my head deep into this musical. Oh, by the way, am I aspiring for my musical to be on Broadway?
Yes. Yes.
No, I'm just aspiring to finish the freaking second draft. And then what happens? I don't know, right? My New Year's resolution is not to get it on Broadway. I would drive myself nuts with such a resolution. But to finish it and record it, that I can resolve. That's within my control. And that feels doable, even though it's incredibly hard. Anyway, so it's a concert then, and in the outside I have a little table, and on that table I have a flash drive, which has like 14 albums on it, and I have some CDs, if you still listen to CDs, which I do, and I have my wife's a silversmith. She's a gifted artist, self-taught jewelry maker. So I have some of her work, and the last thing is I have a tour. I'm leading 2 tours this year, one to Peru and one to England and Scotland. Peru is full, but Scotland and England in October, if you've ever wanted to go. It's a great trip. Just talk to me about it. So here's a song about thinking small and local. It was inspired by a moment with my boy. We got a phone call from his teacher when he's now 14. And much feistier than he used to be. But when he was a little boy, he started school, and his very first teacher called to tell us that he had spoken up for a little boy who was having a hard time in class. And it inspired this song. Lately I've been thinking about what motivates me to give a couple dollars to a stranger on the street, to hold the door, carry groceries, help a neighbor in need. When history repeats itself in headlines every day, solutions never big enough for problems that we face. As a man, as a dad, what difference can I make? 'Cause I know better than to think I'll be remembered for a favor or a quarter or a smile. Oh, but maybe before I return to sender, I can do one thing worthwhile. So I'm gonna try to raise a kind child. Sure would help if our boy went and got an MBA and took care of his artist mom and dad in their old age. But let's face it, Wall Street probably isn't in his DNA. But when his first grade teacher said she wanted us to know, it's Jude who always comforts any kid who sits alone. There's just so much pride my heart can take. My retirement can wait. Cause I know better than to think I'll be remembered for a fortune or a pension or a prize. Oh, but maybe before I return to sender, I'll have done one thing worthwhile. So I'm gonna try to raise a kind child. I don't want him to think the world is his to save. It's too much pressure anyway, it can't be done. I don't want him to think he has to be a saint, 'cause the truth is, saints don't have any fun. Mostly I just hope, my boy, you'll come to understand. No 401k or GPA can make a happy man. It's having roots, doing good, helping out where you can. So put down roots, do some good, take somebody's hand. And you'll know better than most what really matters, what makes living this life worthwhile. And there may come a day your own kids will remember how their granddad used to say with a smile that he raised. We raised a kind child.
Wow. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you. Now, will the ushers please come forward? Yes, it's time to bless our offering. If you'll join me, divine love through us blesses and multiplies all that we are, all that we have, all that we share, and all that we receive. Now there are a few announcements, and it looks like Patricia's got something for me.
The kids want to come in and sing the song
Okay. Cool. Bring them on in. The kids want to join us and sing the peace song, which will be wonderful. Now, as always, if you haven't signed up for the newsletter, it'll keep you apprised of everything that's happening on all, like these wonderful events with Daniel. And we've got more and more of that. Bent and I have been talking about this for quite some time because we feel that, especially with the musicians that we have, music will really, really, really change the vibe and bring us to places that we could never imagine until we are there. Now, there is a wonderful lunch today. As always, the Unity Kitchen Angels have put together, she gave me the menu, but I'm not going to be a waiter today. I'll just let you go discover for yourself. And as Daniel said, we will have a concert with him at 12:30 today. It's a love offering basis. I didn't want to put a ticket price on it. I wanted you to just come and enjoy and join in. Now, mark your calendars. We've got Amy Batchelor. Sound Healing will be here Tuesday. Come on up. Tell us all about it.
And, oops, I'm on. Yay. All right. These 3 bowls are a sampling of the 14 bowls that we'll have. Imagine the chairs move back, yoga mats on the floor, blankets available. You can sit in chairs if you want. And we will ring in the new year with crystal bowls, sound healing, and do a deep dive into love. Thank you. See you Tuesday.
Thank you, Amy.
Here.
Thank you. And that's Tuesday night, and Wednesday night, Vibrant Living is back. And we have a guest that would like to share. Danny, come on up. We want to hear all about it. You can use the microphone. Come on, come. That way they can hear you.
This is my first time on a Sunday service, and I was deeply, deeply moved by the speaker and all of you. And as Daniel was saying, my little neck of the woods is energy healing and trauma healing. And on Wednesday, I'm going to talk about both. And I feel it's so important, if we're ever going to have peace in the world, for each person to address their internal traumas, because we act them out if we don't address them. And as an energy healer, I've done intensive work with trauma because energy healing wasn't enough to go deep into the nervous system and release all the things we hold, whether it's car accidents, collective trauma, family abuse, loss, grief. And I want to share several concepts and techniques that you can both use on your own or come to me if you need help on Wednesday night at 7 to 8:30. Vibrant Living with Dr. Quacko. I met Dr. Quacko, the first person I met here when I came from the East Coast was Dr. Quacko, and he had a forum for healers to share their knowledge, which has now morphed into, I guess, Vibrant Living. And it's been great to meet the community of energy healers, acupuncturists, doctors here, and we all share our knowledge. So I'm really happy to be here, and thanks to you, Jim.
Thank you. And we've got one more guest, Reverend Heidi. She has a little bit to share today, too.
Happy New Year. Yes, Feliz Nuevo Año. Any other Happy New Year's in another language? Bon Année, yes. So what a blessing to be here this morning. Daniel Nahmod, thank you so much. He, in the many, many years I've been part of Unity, his songs, not only have we used them in Unities for years and years and years, they've kept us in this consciousness, and we all owe Daniel so much in our hearts of gratitude. So I want to invite you all into a ritual that I hope will be part of your lives. Next Sunday, I'm speaking January 11th, and right after the service, right here in River City in this sanctuary, we're going to be having a journey called Make Space for Grace. Our three amigos of music have made this sanctuary even more vibrant with sound. And what I have learned in my time is that if we always do what we've always done, we always get what we've always got. So if you'd like for this year to experience something new about yourself, the opportunity is to create spaciousness. And so Make Space for Grace is an opportunity, it's really a somatic experience where you can sit in a chair the entire time, or you could have some movement. And we're going to be in the sanctuary without chairs and with music that's really curated for you to become a better friend with your own body, to be able to listen, to be able to tune in. And so I invite you next Sunday at noon to come be part of the journey that has helped me so much, especially moving into a retirement place of letting go of what I always did and finding this part of me that I hadn't really tapped into much. And it's a beautiful time to be together. Let's see here. I wanted to, and so we will notice that when it comes to the new year, whether it's a blank slate or making a vision board, there's a blank space on which we're creating. And so next week, we'll invite ourselves to clear out the space in our bodies where we do get tight, but through music. Did you notice today with all the music how much better you feel? You didn't have to think about it. It just sort of permeates you. So I would love to be with you all next Sunday. If you want to sign up in advance, it helps us know. But the only requirement for coming is to have a body. And y'all are looking pretty good with those bodies. So I'd love you to be with me, and it's always a joy to be here with you all. Happy New Year.
Thank you. Okay, now, and a couple more, and then the kids are going to join us. Next Sunday is Friendship Sunday. So bring a friend, and bring a couple, and we'll buy you lunch. Buy you and your friend or friends lunch. And finally, we have Reagan Thompson is having a retreat on the 23rd. The Brothers Korn are going to be part of that retreat. It's more music that touches hearts. They have a foundation called The Big Voice, and they teach you to find your own voice. So it'll be a powerful event. Now the kids can come on up. Yeah, let's go, kids. And I want to thank you all for joining us today. Daniel, thank you very much. He's out at his table, and Heidi has a piece of his jewelry she got, and his wife's silversmithing is wonderful. So a big thank you to the Unity Band, and there are many, many wonderful things happening. Hey, kids, and are we ready? Now, if you'll join hands as we sing the peace song. The peace begins right here, right now. Join me with the prayer of protection. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.